What if I told you that discipline has absolutely nothing to do with willpower, but everything to do with hijacked dopamine? In a world where every swipe, every tap, every notification unleashes a flood of instant pleasure, your brain has become an addict, a junkie for quick, easy rewards. And trying to fight that with sheer willpower is like trying to stop an avalanche with your bare hands. It's a battle you're destined to lose. But what if you could turn this addiction into your greatest ally? What if, instead of fighting your brain, you could trick it into craving progress? There's a method rooted in neuroscience that transforms tiny, almost insignificant actions into irresistible triggers for momentum. It is a system that turns the very chemical that keeps you scrolling into the fuel for your ambition. And by the end of this video, I'll give you the exact playbook to weaponize your brain's reward system and finally make discipline feel not like a chore, but like a game you can't stop playing. So, how does this work? It starts with something insultingly simple, something your brain can't say no to. Making your bed, taking a 30-second cold shower, writing a single sentence. These aren't just chores, they are the first dominoes. See, your brain, this ancient machine, doesn't know the difference between a big win and a small one. A win is a win, and every time you complete a task, no matter how small, your brain releases a little hit of dopamine. It's a chemical reward that says, "Hey, that felt good. Let's do that again." Making your bed isn't about having a tidy room. It's about getting your first hit of dopamine before the day has even started. It's a micro-victory that proves to your subconscious mind that you are someone who does what they say they're going to do. This small spark creates a cascade. Have you ever noticed how cleaning one small corner of your room suddenly makes you want to clean the whole thing? That's the action domino effect. One hit of dopamine makes you crave another, and another. Over time, your brain starts to associate the routine itself with the reward. The process becomes the prize. Your brain literally begins to desire the feeling of progress, more than it desires the cheap thrill of distraction. So the first step isn't to build a massive new habit. It's to find the smallest possible action that you can't fail at, and do it consistently to get that first crucial hit of dopamine. But here's where most people get it wrong. They get that initial burst of motivation, that first hit, and then they try to do too much, too soon. They go from 0 to a 2-hour gym session and burn out in a week. Why? Because the dopamine reward wasn't strong enough to justify the massive effort. The cost outweighed the benefit. So, how do you keep the game going without burning out? You have to make the progress visible. You have to turn your life into a video game. Your brain is a visual creature. It loves to see progress bars fill up, experience points accumulate, and achievements unlock. You need to give it that. Get a simple notebook and write down your daily quests. 3 of them. Make my bed. Meditate for 1 minute. Read 1 page. Then, next to each quest, draw a box. The moment you complete a task, you don't just move on. You stop, you take a pen, and you physically check that box. Feel the satisfying scratch of the pen on paper. This simple act is a ritual. It's a physical trigger that tells your brain, achievement unlocked, dopamine authorized. It visually reinforces the win. Your brain sees the checked box. It sees the streak of completed days, and it hates, absolutely hates, breaking a chain. Have you ever felt that internal pull to continue a streak on an app? That's the exact mechanism we're hacking. Let me know in the comments, what's the longest streak you've ever maintained on an app or a habit? That feeling is what we're building, but for your own life. This visual feedback loop turns discipline from a source of pain into a source of pleasure. The more checks you mark, the more XP you gain, the stronger the internal fire becomes. But we can take this even further. Once you start building a streak, you can introduce boss levels and rewards. Let's say your goal is to write a book. Your daily quest is write 100 words. After you complete this quest for 7 straight days, a full week of wins, you unlock a reward. It can't be something that sabotages your goals, like binging on junk food. It has to be a good addiction. Maybe it's buying a new book, or an hour of guilt-free video games, or watching a movie. You are programming your brain to understand. Consistent effort leads to a bigger, better reward. You are creating a game where you are the main character, leveling up every single day, slaying the invisible dragons of procrastination and self-doubt. Suddenly, you're not forcing yourself to work. You're playing. You're addicted to seeing that progress bar move, to seeing your character stats improve. The system becomes a self-perpetuating engine of motivation. The more you play, the more you want to play. The more you win, the easier it becomes to win again. Discipline is no longer about resisting temptation. It's about chasing the next level up. It's about getting hooked on the feeling of becoming a better version of yourself. So, let's put it all together into the complete playbook. The ultimate system for hacking your dopamine and building unstoppable discipline. Step 1. Start with micro-victories. Choose 1 to 3 absurdly small tasks you can do every single day without fail. Making your bed, doing 1 push-up, drinking a glass of water first thing. The goal isn't the task itself. It's to get your first dopamine hit of the day. Step 2. Gamify your progress. Get a physical journal. Write your daily quests and draw check boxes. The act of physically checking the box is a powerful psychological trigger. This creates a visual record of your wins and leverages your brain's desire to not break the chain. Step 3. Stack the habits. Once your first micro-habit is automatic, stack the next one on top of it. After you make your bed, you immediately meditate for 1 minute. The completion of the first habit becomes the trigger for the second, creating a frictionless routine. And finally, step 4. Implement reward bundles. After a set period of consistency, like a 7-day streak, give yourself a pre-planned, healthy reward. This trains your brain to link long-term consistency with a bigger dopamine payoff. The core idea is this: stop fighting a war against your brain with willpower and start playing a game with it using dopamine. In the end, it's not about changing everything at once. It's about becoming addicted to evolving, just 1% at a time, until the person you want to be is simply the person you are. This isn't just theory. It's a practical framework. Start today. Right now, think of 1 micro-habit you can commit to for the next 7 days. What is the smallest possible action that will move you forward? Drop it in the comments below. I want to see what you come up with. And what's a healthy reward you'll give yourself after you complete that 7-day streak? Sharing it makes it real. If this idea resonated with you, give this video a like and share it with a friend who's struggling with procrastination. Sometimes, all they need is a different strategy. And of course, subscribe for more content on hacking your mind for success. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next level up.